Jen and Jonathan Circle. We're in Ardmore Road in Ponsonby.
It all kind of started off last lockdown. We had bought the house last June, and I decided that there were just a few things that logistically I didn't like. In the main bathroom, all the doors opened into each other, the laundry wasn't very accessible, and it was about 15 years old. It just needed a bit of a facelift. We just wanted to shush it a little bit. Hey babe.
That's right.
Yeah.
We chose to work with Ryan in our projects because he'd been working through a couple of our friends' houses. He did a complete rebuild for one of our friends, and was also doing a renovation for another friend at the time, and came highly recommended. And yeah, we're pretty happy that we got him on board. I guess one of the really good things for us was how he worked with our interior designer. I think they've kind of moved on to do more projects together, which is awesome.
It's actually been really nice to watch him progress, and then to start seeing some of his work and then go, yeah, absolutely, we fully want to use you for our reno.
We did it right through COVID lockdown period, and right when material costs were bouncing around left, right and centre, and Ryan was really good at locking stuff in early, getting us to make decisions so that some of those price fluctuations weren't part of the process that we had to follow. But it was an interesting time to try and do it, that's for sure.
Yeah, we moved out and with my mum and dad over in St Heliers, and my dad wasn't very well, and so I put a pretty strict time frame. Poor Ryan got a few phone calls from me, and he was definitely delivering in terms of project managing as well. He knew the level of importance it was for us to not be at mum and dad's for any longer than necessary, and so amazingly he delivered. I think we were back in here 1 week later than what we'd hoped to be, which in the scheme of things is nothing, given everyone was off site for a week or two over COVID. Yeah.
The flexibility piece is absolutely there, because you pick up a stone in a villa and you never know quite what's underneath it, and we had a couple of those moments. So Ryan moved to change a floor height and things like that once we'd kind of pulled the place apart, and yeah, look, they were very forthcoming with we think we should do this, we should make this change,
and then would provide us with costs associated with it in a really quick turnaround, because obviously we had to make decisions very quickly. Like, for example, the cavity slider door, there was some chat around that, and so we had to make a decision on the fly, and so Ryan came to us with it. He's like, I recommend that you do this is the cost, and we went ahead with it because it was the right thing to do. Yeah, he's pretty good at communicating and helping us with the decision making process so we could turn things around quickly. My husband, his attention to detail is next level. Me, I'm bigger picture, so I can kind of like cruise things a little bit, and I'm like, as long as everything is aesthetically looking great, I'm okay. Whereas Jonathan notices everything, and I think that the good thing is that Ryan's a little bit like that, and so the craftsmanship's amazing.
Yeah, to receive phone calls saying, I'm not sure you'll be happy with this, so I've already done it this way. It goes to show that that Ryan's attention to detail and his guys are just awesome.
Yeah. Ryan was always available to take my phone calls and was constantly calling us and making himself available as well. When Sarah Foote, who's our interior designer, wanted to be on site, Ryan would always turn up with the appropriate people if that was appropriate.
We were always communicated with when we'd have people on site and when stuff was happening. It was great. When we actually got the quote in for what we were going to do, and we're like, okay, well, we need to work through this and kind of see where we can make some changes so that it can get a bit more to into our budget. And that's when Ryan was so awesome around, well, if we did it this way, then we could do this. And because we aren't in the industry, we don't know the ins and the outs, and he to be able to dumb it down to our level and make it accessible and make some really good decisions to move some of the pricing around and get it to where we needed to was great. We've got friends who've completely built a house with them, and that's an absolutely stunning piece of work. We've got us who've done a kind of a medium-sized reno, and they did that really, really easily. We've got other other people that we know who are doing another substantial build. So look, I just think if you want a good quality job with some actual good buggers, then they're the people for you.
I also think we go through a lot of open homes around this area, around Ponsonby, Herne Bay. You sometimes see some renos that have been done to an okay level, and then you see some renos that have been done to a remarkable level. I think that if you're looking for a builder to do your renos at a good quality, high quality level, then I think that these guys are you guys.